Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 34 of Koganaros, the Fortress by the Sea, Savage Lands Season 4. Today we will construct a bridge made out of glass straight out into the ocean. This will be the foundation of the pillars of this mighty bridge that we have successfully built in the last couple of episodes. So the top shelf area is done. We now need to build a couple of beautiful pillars and pump stacks to connect those things. And yeah, this will be the main task for the next couple of episodes. Besides that, I went to investigate the statuary that we've erected here. A couple of interesting things I've noticed. So, for one, we have a couple of statues depicting the arrival of everybody here, like the settling down. But also, we have another picture of somebody getting killed by the Hill Titan. I think this might be even one of the soldiers that fought against that thing, because as far as I remember, that Hill Titan didn't go for anybody else than the soldiers. But we also have a couple of other distressing pictures of screaming dogs that get slaughtered and falling bunnies that get slaughtered. I don't know, maybe somebody got traumatized by all the slaughtering orders that I issued lately. Maybe I should try and get myself a new artist. But jokes aside, there is also something that I want to point out, which I'm very, very grateful for. And that is the solution of my question why the hell I wasn't capable of making statues out of chalk and limestone. That's because you need to allow them to be used for non-economic jobs here. Thanks a lot, really, thanks a lot. I think I would have given up on that topic if it wasn't for that smart comment there. Appreciate it. So that means we can now specify as the stone, limestone, and all the other beautiful things. So we can now work with flux stone, that's amazing, and let's go for more pictures that belong to Boat Thrower. You know, it's always a lovely thing to have statues depicting the local history. So we're going to order those chalk statues that I wanted to do so badly in the last episode as well, making me really happy. So this will really give us a lot of statues to work with though. And I considered that I also want to create a pathway here, you know, different colored stone. Maybe microcline, something blue accompanying the gray. Because I really am unhappy with the look of the yacht here. You know, one uniform gray glob that doesn't really show where the ways are. I probably need to redeploy the trade depot as well. We'll see about that. So there's a couple of tasks up ahead, but all in all, Koganaros is a pretty peaceful place by now. We've pilfered the wealth of many stranded trade caravans. I take them for the sake of the narrative as it's donations to the mountain home. No, capital. We're not a mountain home yet. It's donations to the capital. Ah, look at that. We're producing metal bars now in a enormously fast tempo. And that means the Queen's tomb can finally be finished as well. I'm really happy to get all those little things done that were clogging up the back of my mind, you know. So, make coffins and make leggings. I have ordered these things. Right. So besides that, the dining room and the office isn't to Her Highness's liking. Okay, so these two rooms aren't pompous enough yet, so let's smack in a couple of extra statues, or we're going to engrave them. Never mind. Engravings it is. I just noticed that the royal premises aren't even engraved yet. Do you even engrave, bro? So, here we go. That will make the queen a lot happier. It could be actually already all it takes to spice up these rooms. I saw that the outpost liaison was also unhappy, so let's check back these. So, the bedroom isn't good enough. Well, I'll give you an appointment with the royal engraver as well, and we're going to increase the value of this place with the history of Koganaros. Let's do this. There. Okay, so there's a lot of tasks on the table. Everybody's scuttling around, being busy. I love that. Who doesn't? So the big problem that I got right now is I really am a little bit at a loss with the question how to put up those pillars. I think I'm going to make it quite simple. Just massive little things. Massive little things, no. Just a massive walls, basically, that will be struck up every like 12 or 16 grids or so. I think that's the best way to put it. Because everything else will be not large enough. But I think I need to have sort of a picture of the footprint of this beast. So how will I do that? I don't want to put up as much work here as I did with the top shelf, so to say. So we're going to make it as follows. So let's take this spot. This is the best one. Or the easiest one, I should rather say. Let's go for glass. I think I can take this one because I have only that piece of glass. So this is the widest point of that bridge, isn't it? No. We have to have the pillars on the aqueducts as well, so this has to be 3 more than that. So 3 here. Let's see. Are we now right? Exactly. Nice. So, and at this point, we need 2 more here. This will be really a nasty ordeal, and we need to be like here? Yes. Okay. So this is the total width of the entire thing. Now, let's see. It's a little bit too early for the first pillar, but we're going to take it like here. Probably. Let's see. This is a bit of a randomly picked spot. I don't know if I'll keep that. But the idea is that I will pepper this thing with those spikes wherever I want to have a pillar. So basically, I hope that by sketching the outlines of the pillars this way, I will have a little bit of an overview. I mean, I could also, I think, use the blueprint menu. Oh, but no, not with the construction. You can only blueprint, sadly enough, with these things. I think I could go into DFHack and do some black magic sculpt stuff, but, you know. So let's cancel these because they are not at a spot where I want them. I want to have this here because this is going to be theoretically the first pillar. I think that would be okay. I mean, I will be totally unable to put this to a realistic scale, however you want to put this, because this is a fantasy game and we're constructing some really, really unrealistic shenanigans. And Just want to have it look nice on Stone Sense afterwards and give it at least a plausible illusion, you know. A white stork. Oh, we have a hunter. Ugh. For a moment I was wondering why the hell a bird was fighting, so stop it, cut it. We don't need you guys hunting stuff. It's just giving us trouble without any bigger benefits. Okay. So, well, this'll take a while still, but at least the glass furnaces down here are dishing out the material that we require fast, you know. I also will... Yeah, let's do this. This is another very, very important task. So, we're gonna require more glass furnaces. Because I noticed that this won't stop here, you know? We're just getting started. The glass blocks are ultimately reusable. So, everything we rip out, we... can reuse wherever we want to. But at the end of the day, I'm still only at the beginning of the entire task, basically. Okay, so we're going to delete these sweeties here. A birchen armor stand. Sweet. These are really cool, furniture-wise. So, what do we have here? Random decorations. Almost disappointed. So let's go for the nasty little task of fetching the magma for this entire place. It does have a little bit of a meditational thing to itself. I'm quite happy that you see which ones are already assigned to mine to certain routes. It's really, really helpful. Okay, there we go. That's it. Nice. So this will be fueling another bunch of our furnaces. And for the moment, we cannot do much more than wait until the platform has been built. We will need still tons of gabbro. And well... Let's see. Let's conceptualize this pillar while we're at. So we're still using glass. So the smallest footprint that I could envision for this was like that, and then all the way up. And I think I'll keep it with the smallest possible footprint. And then let's see, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So let's repeat that pattern every 16 blocks. So, wait a sec, this is not large enough. So let's see. Well, I think I can go all the way up until 20. That will still be totally okay. I don't need to overdo it quantity-wise, you know. So, let's see. That's 10. And that's 20. I think this gives it also a better look if we have such huge structures a little bit spaced out from one another. So I think... Let's look at the bigger thing. Is 20 really still... I think I can really go for even more than that. 20 still feels very, very close to one another. I mean, the more distance I can get between these, the better. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 20, 24, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. No. Oh, damn. So, I'll be pausing the video for a second and draw that in a moment of concentration. I'll be right back for you. Alright, so let's keep it like that for now. I will need to construct a few more of these over the course of the entire face of the, but that's a good start. So if we now go upstairs again, we will have, yeah, so sadly cannot see the shadows of these anymore, but it should be about right. I will see about that. We will put up staircases up to the bridge there. Yeah, it's a monument. It's a really, really big task. I use these things to count up to 10 because I realized that without seeing the entire grid, it's a nightmare. And as you see here, you're not seeing the grid while you're constructing. You only see the grid when you're mining or something like that. This would have been very, very helpful while counting. But well, it did help to do that in a silent moment, and I will draw the rest of the pillars in between the episodes. Problem is just that I can't draw the entire blueprint for the whole bridge without my dwarfs going bonkers somewhere in between. But I do like the progress here, so we're getting somewhere, you know. And the best thing about this whole blueprint is that it does have the footprint for a pump stack if you'd wanted to. So the only question about it with a pump stack is still how to produce the necessary energy. So I'd figure that we're going to widen the footprint of these a little bit later to house the energy in there, but later. I can show you guys what I envision once it is down, but basically I have decided that we're going to produce the power for the pump stacks inside of the pillars of the bridge, because that will be the most effective way to get the job done. This way everything is where it needs to be. I don't need to draw endless lines of wooden axles from down below to somewhere else. I mean, we cannot come from below because of the ocean. I mean, technically you can't do almost everything, but this would be a really, really monumental task. That is out of question here, so I think that will be the most elegant solution. Just need to make the foundation of these things wide enough to prop in a water generator. That's the entire thing. And then I need to connect the water generator's power output somehow on the pump stack. That will be the biggest challenge. I hope I can fix that up. But as soon as these things are out of the way, we can get started with our wonderful little journey here. So we're going to get some fun project going, and that is the staircase all the way up to, well, we need to draw the staircase over here. There we go. Exactly. The staircase can't go all the way up into the aqueduct. It's actually quite smart. We can seal that with a hatch. I like the idea of that. So we're going to make these little guys here top priority now. There we go. Should do the trick, or at least I hope so. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. This will make construction of this entire pillar system so much easier when we have a staircase connecting the pillar with the rest of the bridge. So let's install these for all of these. There we go. I gotta say, I was quite intimidated by the task of building these pillars, and I feel quite relieved to get a feeling that something is coming together now, you know? I was really afraid that I wouldn't find a solution that I'd be happy with, but it's getting somewhere, especially since I now get the feeling that it is doable to make a water generator inside of these pillars. I don't know. I gotta calculate how much power we need, how many wheels we need to actually go for. I hope that 2 wheels might be enough. If 2 wheels would be enough, we could go for a very slim and elegant setup. Well, we'll see about that. Once we get the job done, that is. But yeah, that's a fine progress. That's some fine progress. And so the blueprints that I have laid down here will keep my friends here busy for a while. Sadly. And that's not the entire length of the ocean here that we're currently covering. But I mean, let's check back with our magma workshop. That looks like progress to me. Beautiful. So we can now get another suite of glass workshops down, which will be a real big benefit. So now we can get more jobs done than ever before. As you can see here, 3 people are currently working there, and we got adequate glassmaker here. Yeah, skilled glassmaker. So they're doing it often enough to have developed some serious skill in that. So, my background soundtrack has attracted a siege. The depressed devil wishes to parlay. I will show you who you can parlay with. Parlay with my axe. There we go. Let's show them the door. Okay. It's actually quite an army that they are fielding here, so let's take a short break before the slaughter commences and check out what's against us. So we got a big bunch of goblin nobodies, basically. I don't want to be too mean to them, but you know, the average goblin spearman, if you want to call him some serious enemy, yeah, he's a skilled spearman, but wow, they're actually geared out somewhat nicely. But let's take a look at one of our average people here. There is pretty much everybody here. Yeah, that's skilled versus legendary. There we go. Guys, why does the slaughtering not commence? Oh, there we go. That was a weird moment. It was almost as if they'd been hesitating for a second. Wow, there's a bloodbath. Alright, so they destroyed the enemy army quite thoroughly, but one of our axe lords is drowning. So today is a sad day. We're losing one of our brethren. So I should be avoiding fights by the coastline in the future. And the mayor is seriously injured. He's getting transported back. What did the mayor do here? Seriously, man. So rest in peace, my fellow friend. So, a battle by the shore. Epic. So, let's avoid doing that in the future. That was an unnecessary death. It was my own fault. I kinda derped that. So, this guy will need a slap one day. Right. So, somebody's very unhappy here right now. So, one of the Axe Lords, so... This is very, very unfortunate. So, we're going to put Zuglar Vuzuchim, Zuglar Hail Planks, out of duty for a couple of days. Maybe longer. There we go. So if this guy decides to go berserk or anything like that, he's not going to be fully armored and not going to be geared up with a weapon made out of iron and all those nasty things that could turn into a lethal problem. You see? I'm trying my best here. So, more leggings and coffins and things. Coffings. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, it's really more of, oh my goodness, this woman is crazy. So, 3 rock coffins and 3 iron leggings, 2 iron leggings. This woman is obsessed with dwarven leggings. Nobody knows why. So... let's see. I want to specify a certain weapon. Sometimes they grow attached to a certain weapon, and they fail to find a new one then. Here's this stupid Tostoman thing. This might be actually lying in the ocean if I'm really unlucky. So... let's go for something like that. Usually works. Worst case scenario is that one of your 20 dwarves is badly equipped, but that usually doesn't really play a bigger role. Some things in this game glitch out over the course of the time. This is something that I've noticed quite often. So for example, here we have a naked recruit, but he won't stay naked for a longer period of time. That's one thing I'm sure about. So yeah. I am not going to transform this place into a mountain home. This is not the right place to found a mountain home. I mean, heck, we don't even have a mountain here. If anything, this mountain home will be built over here. I mean, it's literally in the name, mountain home. I would want to build it on a little hill on the shore. So, I tell you, our queen is insane. She's obsessed with dwarven legs and wants to have a castle on a mountain home on the shores. That is just insane. Now, Talking about insane, I just see that this entire wall project is driving me nuts. I still struggle with how the hell I'm going to go for that, but, well, one brick at a time, isn't it? One brick at a time. Wall works are the worst. I think next time I do something like that, I will start completely different with that. So, my friends, Domas Regoslan has been missing for a week. I know where Domus is, but I'm not gonna tell you guys. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to outro here, and I'm really happy. We're making our first steps now towards pillars out here on the ocean. I will try to draw the remaining blueprints in the episodes in between. I feel really good with 30, with a spacing of 30 grids. That looks like a proper distance from one another. Everything less felt really kind of cramped. And, well, I think basically I would have even been able to go like all the way out to 36, but we're going to leave it like that and put the rest up to the builders. I'm really looking forward to the rest of that. So drop me your comments, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe. I'd be really happy about anything like that. Also, I want to thank all the supporters of the series. I really appreciate what you're doing, my friends. And of course, if you want to jump on in as well, in the description box, there's links to Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee, which are the best way to support this channel. So, at this point, we're going to have a little talk with the elves. 5 trees! It's less than the last time. See you guys. Have a good one. Until next time. Bye-bye.